Profiles in Cinemania, Bridget Fonda. Bridget Fonda was born where you'd expect an acting dynasty baby to make their first appearance, in Los Angeles. Her mother, Susan Brewer, was an actress who later also worked in costume and casting departments on sets in the 80s. The rest of her family included Father Peter Fonda of Yuli's Gold fame, grandfather Henry Fonda of the Oxbow incident, Aunt Jane Fonda, 9 to 5, and godfather Larry Hagman of Dallas. Her cousin Troy Garrity is also an actor, though he mostly does TV. With a family like that, it is no wonder that Bridget Fonda became such a film sensation in the 80s and 90s. Bridget Fonda is most well known for Single White Female, 1992, and Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown, 1997. But her career spanned 2 decades. Her first film role, uncredited, was in her father's film Easy Rider in 1969 when she was only 5 years old. Unlike the children of other actors, Bridget did not have any interest in acting until high school. It was the drama club's production of Harvey that sparked her interest in pursuing the craft herself. For college, she moved across the country to New York City to attend NYU. While there, she studied method acting at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute as part of NYU's Tisch School of the Arts acting program and graduated in 1986. After graduation, Bridget Fonda started out by doing workshop productions and stage projects. One of these stage projects was writer Nicholas Kazan's Just Horrible. Later in 1989, when Kazan made his directorial debut on the HBO TV series The Edge, he cast Bridget in one of the episodes. In the early years of her career, Bridget Fonda starred in many sultry dramas like Aria, Scandal, and Shag, with descriptions like the most sensual experience you'll ever have in a movie theater. The press famously referred to her as the Hollywood Siren. Yet Bridget Fonda did not remain pigeonholed in these types of roles. Even early in her career, she was already experimenting with romantic comedies and dramas, such as Jacob Have I Loved, 1989, and You Can't Hurry Love, in 1988. Her diversity of film genres only expanded over the years, as Bridget starred in not only thrillers and dramas, but also more comedies, fantasies, and even straight-up bizarre films like Monkey Bone, Army of Darkness, and the unfortunate Lake Placid. Fun fact, Lake Placid was so bad it spawned not just 1, but 5 made-for-TV sequels. Bridget Fonda also made a Western with Billy Bob Thornton called South of Heaven, West of Hell in 2000. As an aside, the Cinemania Society recently judged that a film of Bridget Fonda's was guilty of causing cinemania. 2 years before her short haircut would inspire a psychopath and legions of female filmgoers, Bridget Fonda played a young Mary Shelley in Frankenstein Unbound. Bridget Fonda's Mary Shelley isn't just a writer. She's a modern woman of the 1800s who enjoys a threesome with her husband and lover and who is not above seducing John Hurt on the side. And just what genre is this film anyway? Fantasy? Science fiction? Drama? It's rather unclear, but it shows Bridget Fonda's willingness to take risks and her determination not to be typecast. If you really stop and consider Bridget Fonda's filmography, you might be surprised that she racked up 48 of her 49 screen credits within a span of only 15 years. It really is quite remarkable, and the pace of production she kept up is also mind-boggling. For example, in 1991 alone, she was in 5 different films and headlined 3 of them. Due to this frenetic schedule and ability to draw movie-going crowds, Bridget Fonda had the opportunity to work with a variety of now famous actors and directors, including Nicolas Cage in It Could Happen to You, Keanu Reeves in Little Buddha, Anthony Hopkins in The Road to Wellville, or the late Jessica Tandy in Camilla. In 1996, she co-starred in a dramatic thriller called City Hall with both Al Pacino and John Cusack. She even worked with Quentin Tarantino on Jackie Brown. In 1998, she was filming as much as ever, but the parts were becoming a bit smaller. That is, until she was brought on to A Simple Plan, a small drama thriller by director Sam Raimi, with whom she'd previously worked on Army of Darkness 6 years before. She only had 1 movie in 2000, but in the following year, she starred in at least 5 different films in a variety of genres, from drama and thriller to comedy and fantasy. Then, in 2002, her screen appearances diminished suddenly to just 1 TV movie, Snow Queen. This could have been a blip in her usually busy filming schedule. After all, she had already signed up for a recurring role in the legal drama series The Practice to start filming in 2003, but life had other plans. In 2003, Bridget Fonda was involved in a serious accident that totaled her car. Her injuries were non-life-threatening, but her role in the TV show was recast. She has not had another movie or TV role since. In the same year of 2003, Bridget Fonda announced that she was retiring from acting. Some commentators blame the car accident for this, yet others theorize that personal developments in her life at the time may have contributed to her decision to step away. One very large change in Bridget Fonda's life in 2003 was her engagement in March and November marriage to film composer and Oingo Boingo singer-songwriter Danny Elfman. Bridget had found her life partner, and a mere 2 years later, they had a son, Oliver. They are still together today in 2025. Bridget Fonda has not given any interviews since 2003, so we can only speculate on the exact reasons for her decision to retire from acting. Yet 2 years ago, in 2023, she dropped an interesting crumb after years out of the public eye. She briefly replied to a paparazzo at LAX who had asked whether she would return to acting. "I don't think so. It's too nice being a civilian," she said. We can only assume Bridget Fonda had no regrets about leaving her acting career behind. After growing up in a Hollywood family and then years of non-stop filming, we would like to think that Bridget Fonda had finally found what she was missing: a more peaceful family atmosphere away from the cameras.
Well, so actually, Bridget Fonda just came out of retirement last year.
What? That's the first I've heard of it.
You don't keep up on your required tabloid reading, do you? Per, society bylaws. But from what I read in the Daily Mail just this month...
Daniel, you didn't even read the entire headline. I saw that article. I do keep up on my celebrity gossip, by the way, and it said it was a rare sighting. Hardly a return to the silver screen.
Okay. Well, she may have retired, but you know what they say.
What's that?
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I'll allow it. No? Well, this has been another profile in Cinemania.
This episode was written and performed by Andrea Palladino and Daniel Scribner. Music by Carl Casey at White Bat Audio.